Hello and welcome to another hero overview. Since we are almost at the end of the Spring It On event, I imagine the Lunar event, aka Chinese New Year heroes, will be going away soon. So I figured I would finish covering the ones that I have not covered yet. So today I'm going to go over the Riot Control Constructor. A lot of you only view constructors as a base ability hero. That's unfortunate because there are a few of these heroes that offer a unique playstyle along with some strategic ways to safely manipulate husks, along with offering some DPS output. Not soldier level DPS, but some DPS output, unlike the farmers. Before I dive into it, I just want to give a quick shout out to a fellow PvE streamer named Sylon. He is a master at the art of Rue boxing and is from the land down under. He's a cool dude, and you should totally go check him out. He's typically live around the times that I end my stream, so he usually picks up my sloppy seconds. Just kidding. Anyway. Funny story for those of you who know my feelings towards pyramids. The first time I met Sylon was when someone suggested I host/raid him at the end of one of my streams. And once we all got into his channel, he was building a pyramid. And he thanked me for the host and asked if I was new to the game. I politely said yes. I just switched from BR to farm some V-Bucks and was starting to like the game. Minor trolling on my part. But then he proceeded to teach the great Gumbi the ways of pyramid building in front of all of my peoples. So it was, I was in tears. A lot of us were laughing. You would have had to been there to get the full effect. So anyway, if you pop into his channel ever, tell him Gumbi said go punch a Roo. His info will be in the description below as well. So yeah, go check him out. He's a cool dude. Anyway, let's get back to the Riot Control Constructor. So here we got Riot Control Iza. This is the gender-swapped version, legendary, of the Lunar Event Constructor. I don't have the legendary version of the male version, which you can get in rare, epic, or legendary, but this is what his hat and his backpack looks like. Got a big ol' drum. Yeah. Now, Riot Control is almost the exact duplicate of Sentinel. Now, Riot Control is very similar to Sentinel, with a couple differences. If you're not familiar with Sentinel, then never mind. If you are... Now, Riot Control is very similar to the Sentinel class for Constructor, with just a couple differences on the Plasma Pulse ability. But, yeah, basically, just like every other Constructor, at level 1, they get Creative Engineering, which increases their build speed and reduces their building cost by 10% each. She gets Decoy, which is a target dummy that pulls in husks away from walls and has them focus on the target dummy. She gets base ability just like every other constructor, where they place down a base and it reduces the damage that your structures take by 12%. She gets at level 5 what doesn't kill you. Her decoy has 25% more health. At level 8 she gets energy regen, where she regenerates energy 25% faster. At 2-star evolution she gets the ability Plasma Pulse, which is a item she places on the ground that explodes damage 360 degrees around the device for 10 seconds. Decoy Stun at level 12, where when the decoy is destroyed or expires, it creates an explosion that deals impact and stuns enemies for 1.5 seconds. At 15, she gets 1 hot minute, reduces the cooldown of Plasma Pulse by 20 seconds. You're Coming With Me at level 18, increases the decoy enemy attract radius by 1.5 tiles. At 3-star evolution, she gets Kinetics Overload. A lot of the constructors have this, which basically doubles the damage of your critical hit with your... Is it a melee or does it specify? Let's see. Energy damage. Damage type is considered plasma as well as energy. Critical hits with hardware. So hammers and I believe crowbars. Hardware and wrenches. Triggers the kinetic overload, dealing additional damage and knocking it back the targets. It can trigger once every 6 seconds. So it's a massive blow. It hits for, I think it's actually double damage. I could be wrong. And then it can only trigger once every 6 seconds. But it has to trigger off of a critical hit. So if you don't have crit chance, it might take a few swings after your 6 seconds is up for it to trigger again. At level 25, Plasma Pulse Blast. When placed, the Plasma Pulse immediately fires a wave of plasma that deals 125 base energy damage. And at level 30, she gets Plasma Overdrive. Increases the rate of Plasma Pulse's explosions by 33%. Riot Control also offers a support bonus and a tactical bonus. The support bonus is fast build and increases building construction speed by 24%. This is after you've evolved her to a 3-star. I believe it probably starts off at 12%, goes to 18 at 2-star, and then 24% at 3-star. Tactical squad bonus is unlocked at a 2-star evolution, just like every other hero, which is a decoy stun. When decoy is destroyed or expired, it creates an explosion that deals impact and stuns enemies for 1.5 seconds. This does require a constructor, obviously, because outlanders, soldiers, and ninjas don't have decoy. Okay, so for those of you that have never played constructor, they basically they have a decoy, right? This is what this character specializes in, is decoy and plasma pulse. So decoy you place down, and I place the different types of wood so we can see how far out it'll attract. It'll show an attraction radius. Anything, so 1, 2, and 3 tiles. Anything within this radius gets sucked in. It ignores everything. Your base, players, everything. And goes for the decoy. The other ability she gets is Plasma Pulse. And remember, this is beefier than the standard Plasma Pulse.
Just made the world safer.
So almost a full tile in both directions. Just damage, all damage. And then, like every other constructor, she also gets the base ability. Where, let's see, we'll put it back over here. I'll show you how far it goes out. Hers only goes out 3 directions, 1, 2, and 3. It is not hitting the 4th tile. Okay, so how this character is designed
Here they shamble.
is you combine decoy and plasma pulse for maximum efficiency. So you get a bunch of husks, drop your decoy, they all turn to it, drop your plasma pulse, and it just melts. You can also come in here and start swinging away, shooting at them. That big hit right there was their kinetic overload proccing once every 6 seconds. You can do almost double damage of plasma and energy based damage off of a critical hit. We'll wait a few seconds, see if I can show it to you again. That was not it. We'll come back down here. See if I can show you a critical hit on this guy. Nope. Nope. Four seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and blam! They all ignore me.
See ya, Shadow.
Here's a kinetic hit. Now I gotta wait 6 more seconds again. Doosh. Now another thing that makes her plasma pulse unique is when she places it down, it does a blast. Boosh.
Nothing.
Standard plasma pulses don't do that burst damage when you place it down. Also, she does extra, there's extra plasma that comes out at a faster rate also, so a higher DPS on her plasma pulse. And let's go show the decoy stun. They keep killing everything too soon. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to show the stun.
You have been tracked.
This thing should stun them when it breaks. I wish it showed a health bar so you knew how... Oh! And it didn't stun! It didn't stun! We'll try this again. That's sad that it doesn't have enough impact. Get everybody's attention. We'll get rid of these annoying buggers. Where are you? Come here.
Next round's on me.
Get everybody away from that. No! Oh, balls. Alright, see if we can at least stun the skinnies.
You have been tracked.
Any second now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No? Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Not even a regular. Okay. It's supposed to stun. It's supposed to. Maybe it's broken. I don't know. That's also what her tactical is. So you're supposed to be able to apply that to other constructors to make that work as well. But clearly... You could also use this if you wanted to train husks instead of attacking. This is also good for dropping against a wall where you've got a bunch of husks on it. Decoy is also good for pulling husks off of your walls. One other thing you can do with decoy. Well, maybe. God, I'm using fire against water. This was not part of the plan. Don't do what I do. Do not do this. This is the worst. 25% damage.
Guys, Hamfist is here.
You have been tracked.
Aww, rejected.
Never get between a lady and her tools.
No stun! No stun! It's got terrible impact rating. It's got terrible impact.
Get that smash.
Okay, so you can block smashes with your decoy.
Shoot it, stab it, or fix it. We got trouble.
And just as an FYI, I'm not running anything special to make the character any better. I'm running just assault damage and ammo. So nothing that makes this character better. You could run a handful of other abilities. There's a damaging pulse you can apply to your decoy.
Smasher in my sight.
You can apply ability damage, which might affect the impact of my my decoy when it pops. It would definitely affect my plasma pulse.
It's on.
Yeah, so there's a few other things you could do. But for demonstration, bare bones purposes, I chose to run assault damage and ammo. Just so I didn't change how the default Riot Control appeared. Oh man, don't ever shoot water with fire. Don't ever do it. Don't. It's embarrassing.
You have been tracked.
Oi, big guy. Hello.
All my weapons are fire. They're all dragon. Ugh. Yeah, the impact on my hammer is great. Douche. Douche. How dare you? How dare you? Oh. Alright. We're not going to sit here for another 5 hours killing this thing. Ooh, I wonder. No, we're not going to wait 30 seconds either. Yes, for science. One more time. Let's just do this really quick. Let's go on a field trip, kiddies. Away from that smasher. I can sprint for days. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. One more science test, then I'll leave you be. See if we can at least stun children. If we can't stun children, it's just broken. It's broken.
You have been tracked.
You have been tricked. It's got a kick me sign. Ah! Nope. Nope. It's gotta be broken. It's gotta be broken. That is what? What is the point? Anyways, that would have been cool. That would have been cool. I'm gonna say it's broken. I'm gonna say it's broken. Anyways. Yeah. So I was kind of a fan of this class until I learned the stun doesn't work just now. It's irritating. Now I'm a little sad about the class. Adding more CC to an existing CC is awesome, but sadly it's a wasted perk currently. Hopefully that will get fixed, even though the hero is probably disappearing soon, so it probably won't get fixed. But it'd be cool if it worked. It'd be cool. I mean, it's not like it does anything super, it's a second and a half, but still, it's a wasted perk. Fix it. Fix it. However, I do like how much damage the Plasma Pulse does, and it's readily available. The decoy has a fairly lengthy cooldown, but it's a super strong ability, and so it's kind of understandable. If you could pop it all the time, then you would never need a base, because nothing would ever be on your base. Ultimately, I feel this class isn't too terrible. Yes, it doesn't have a beefy base ability like Mega Base, Power Base, or even Base, but you don't need to have a beefy base if you work as a team. I've proven this many times. 4 soldiers is usually the best combo, and people try to argue with me all the time, but it's just fact. We prove it all the time. Bases are cool, but you don't need a base. So the fact that this person actually offers 12% damage reduction on their base, on their small area coverage, it's a bonus. This character is more designed for manipulating husks off of your walls, where you would not need the base ability, and doing damage with Plasma Pulse or other weapons, or setting up combos for your Dragon Slashes to power through people attached to your base. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with this character. I like it. Also, if you end up liking this style of constructor, the Sentinel subclass, which is a normal constructor that's available at all times, out of rewards and loot llamas, is virtually the same with a couple different perks. So the stun isn't there, so I don't think there's any wasted perks on that class. I believe it gets like 20% extra damage on the Plasma Pulse. But similar to the playstyle, the decoy and Plasma Pulse combo. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. If you're interested in my Twitch channel or any of my other social media outlets, those links will be in the description down below as well, next to Sylon. And with that, I'm out. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.